Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, we're going to take a look at subtracting fractions word problems. And as you can see on your screen there, we have two word problems. So two situations where we're going to use subtraction in order to get to our solution. So for number one here, we have a science teacher had 2/3 of a liter of salt water. He used 1/5 of the salt water for an experiment. How much salt water does the teacher have left? Well, in this situation, we're starting with 2/3 and we're using or getting rid of 1/5, taking away, which is subtraction. So if we're taking something away or finding the difference between two things, it's going to be subtraction. So again, we start with 2/3 and we subtract or take away 1/5. So we need to use subtraction in order to get to our answer. So here we don't have a common denominator. So we're going to need to rewrite that problem with the common denominator, which for a 3 and a 5, what do you think it's going to be? Hopefully you're thinking 15. So let's rename with that denominator of 15. Well, we know 3 times 5 is 15, so let's do it to the top to get an equivalent fraction. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 3 gives us the denominator of 15, so let's do it to the top to get an equivalent fraction. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we're ready to subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7, and we keep our denominator of 15 the same. So how much salt water does the teacher have left? Well, 7/15, and this measurement, this is in liters, so 7/15 of a liter. So again, taking something away or subtracting that 1/5 there, so we used subtraction. Number two, Michael jogged around a park for 3/4 of an hour, and Joey jogged around the park for 1/3 of an hour. How much longer did Michael jog than Joey? Well, this is a difference problem. We need to find the difference between 3/4 and 1/3, or how much longer 3/4 is than 1/3. So this situation also uses subtraction. So we need to do 3/4 and subtract 1/3 to find out what the difference is between the two fractions, or how much longer Michael jogged than Joey. So we have a 4 and a 3 for our denominators, obviously not the same, so we need to rename with a common denominator. So 4 and a 3, what do you think the common denominator is going to be? Hopefully you're thinking 12. So let's rename this problem with that denominator of 12. I know 4 times 3 is 12, so let's do it to the top. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. Now we're ready to subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. Keep the denominator of 12 the same, and we end up with 5/12. So how much longer did Michael jog than Joey? Well, 5/12 of an hour longer. And there we have it. There are our two examples of subtracting fractions word problems. And let me circle my answer here before we end. There we go. So we're officially done. Hopefully that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.